All right, Eagles Nation, we are officially 2-0 on the season as the Philadelphia Eagles go into Arrowhead, go into Kansas City, and pick up the victory 20-17 over the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a fun game. It was a defensive game. Still felt a little bit sloppy at certain points, but damn, it was a competitive game. More competitive than the Super Bowl was for Philadelphia. Some pluses to take away, some minuses to take away. I want to start with the positive here. Philadelphia has an identity. And I know as Eagles fans, and if you're a Chiefs fan watching this or just a fan of a good football team, having an identity is something that I do think can be taken for granted. Having a play style that you can depend on is something that I believe can be taken for granted. And the Philadelphia Eagles have that. They run the ball, they dominate time of possession, they make timely plays when needed to receivers like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. And they have a defense that bends, doesn't break, is able to get to the quarterback, and can get an occasional turnover. And today we saw a mix of all of those things. In this game, Saquon Barkley was an absolute workhorse. 22 carries for 88 yards and a rushing touchdown. Jalen Hurts only had 101 passing yards. And I didn't think it was because Jalen Hurts was bad. Spags dialed up the blitz. A lot of the stuff went underneath. And a lot of this game was on the back of Saquon Barkley. Again, 22 carries for him, 22 pass attempts. The Eagles had more rush attempts in this game than they did pass attempts. Is it an ugly style of football? Absolutely. Is it the most entertaining? Nope. But does it win? Is it effective? You damn sure bet it is. The Philadelphia Eagles are probably not going to be a team like the Detroit Lions that puts up 50 points in a game. But the Philadelphia Eagles are a team that wins football games. And I just think that sometimes when you're a fan of a team that's been successful as long as Philly or successful as long as Kansas City, you can take winning for granted. But there's a lot of teams in the NFL that week to week, a win is all they need to be happy. Now, Philadelphia Eagles, I thought, you want to look at the team stats here. Kansas City, more yards, more passing yards, close to rushing. It was really just they were the more efficient team. Philly didn't turn the ball over. Kansas City did. Time of possession, Philly wins that 32-27. It was as close as a game on paper as you could get. And it was as close as a game on a final score as you could get. Again, we go to these player stats for Philly. Devonta Smith, 4 for 53. A.J. Brown, 5 for 27. I mean, we'll talk about it in just a moment there. I thought Zach Bond played a solid game. Shout out to Andrew Makuba. That interception in the end zone ultimately is what saved us the game. Ajomo with a big sack late. I thought that punter, Braden Mann, was a star today for Philly. I'm going to be honest. I thought he was an absolute star. You look at the Chiefs stats. Patrick Mahomes doing it all, has to do it all right now at this point for Kansas City. Travis Kelce, 4 for 61, did way better in the first half than he did in the second half. That drop that led to the Makuba pick was absolutely massive for us. Let's talk about some of the bad. Because, like I mentioned, a win's a win, but this is by no means the level caliber team that we were in the Super Bowl. And we have to be honest about that. And we have to talk about what the changes that can be made to lead to that. For starters, I've been saying it for weeks, Adoree Jackson. Pack it up, bro. If I have to see Adoree Jackson follow Puka Nacua the way he followed CeeDee Lamb, or lined up with Devontae Adams for an entire game next week versus the Rams, I don't know. It won't be pretty. I can promise you that. Kevin Patullo. I get it. It was Patullo's second game ever as an offensive coordinator, and he's in Arrowhead against Spagnuolo. And maybe in his mind, limit the mistakes. We're more talented. Get out of there with a W. And if that was his mindset, I guess it worked because it happened. But the dynamicism of this offense just is not there. Yes, Saquon is special, and we could use him like a bell cow. Yes, Jalen Hurts is special in the form of scrambling last week and a ton of tush pushes this week. Absolutely. But A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith need to be more involved. I need to see at least shots taken up and drawn up to these guys. I need to see a higher effort to get these playmakers the ball in space. There's no excuse. in a game that Dallas Goedert is out, for Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown to combine for 80 yards? Some of that's play calling. Don't get me wrong. Spagnuolo was blitzing like crazy. And the Chiefs defense is stout. But this is a defense that in the Super Bowl was carved up by Kellen Moore's offense. Patullo has to be better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not writing him off. I'm not out on him completely. But it has to happen. It absolutely has to happen. I'm happy we got the win. I'm happy that Saquon was able to average 4 yards a carry against the Chiefs defense that could still be the best run defense in football. I'm happy that Jalen Hurts, who almost fumbled the ball to open the game, didn't commit a turnover in this spot with all the pressure in his face. I'm happy that the defense was able to bend, not break most of the game. The big Thornton touchdown, I thought Quinyon Mitchell played decent coverage. Now, obviously, Thornton should have had a massive touchdown against Adoree Jackson that Mahomes overthrew, which we would have had a massive rant up here, but I digress. The Philadelphia Eagles did what the Philadelphia Eagles needed to do, and they did what they do. Just win. There's a reason that's the moniker of the team, and I'll tell you what, for a team that won a Super Bowl, I'll take it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you love the Eagles, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you next time.